What's up, everyone? This is Tatum. I'm back with another episode of Fuck This Review.
Fuck this
And
review.
today, we're going to be discussing Conway the Machine's new album, From King to a God.
Yeah.
Now, I thought Pray for Paris was my favorite rap album of the year. I was actually definitely sure that Pray for Paris was my favorite album of the year until I heard Conway's new album. This shit, man, I love fucking gangster rap music that makes me just want to slap the shit out of somebody for no reason. Everybody needs some type of music like that in their life. But this one, Conway's new album, debut album after, man, I don't think nobody, this is bold. I don't think nobody in hip hop history has released so many consecutively good albums. Griselda is releasing so many albums back to back to back to back to back to back. That is crazy that this is Conway's debut album. That's just nuts. And all of them are quality. This is the first time like quality match quantity in my eyes. Like this much, I just hope it keeps going. The funny part about that is that it actually sounds like a debut album. If you listen to Conway, obviously if you're watching this review, a lot of his music and the Griselda sound itself is more lo-fi. It's very gritty. It's a kind of RZA-esque kind of sound, reminiscences of Wu-Tang. But on this one, Conway, he kind of opened it up a bit, rapping on beats like the Murder Beats, I believe he did the beat. And it was like a up-tempo. I never heard him on a type of beat like that, but it was cool. Like, I appreciated it that he took that risk. And I guess, you know, him getting a little bit more personal on the album. It's like he was saving. It's like this guy was spitting the best, like, gangster drug raps I heard in recent years. And he was saving the good shit, I guess, for this moment, for the debut album, when he touches on, you know, like falling out with friends on certain levels and reconciling with those friends, you know, just shit. You know, it's called From King to a God. Like he's actually, I don't know. I learned a little bit from Conway this album. Not saying that he never did it before on previous releases, but I felt, oh, this is a side I never seen before. So the album starts out with From King, which I think is a perfect intro. To be truthfully honest with you, I think it was a perfect intro. The cinematic approach to it and how it builds up and then it goes into the verse and then he ends it. I thought it was perfect. Like, yeah. And he mentions like, man, I wrote this on a PJ with Ye. This nigga's like, he's in his bag. I love when rappers are in their bag. I love when they're at that bravado max level of just shit talk. Like, that's the rapper I love the best. So I give all of my shooters the green light. I'm Dan Tony. Come on, man. That's just nasty bars for no reason. Just subtle bars for no reason. Production from Hit Boy on here. Hit Boy again. Jesus Christ. I love the song, Fear of God with Dej Loaf. I think she matched the song perfectly. And then again, I don't expect to see Conway with a Dej Loaf feature. Like, that's just not something that I thought I would see. But it fits perfectly. The Hit Boy beat is, like I say again and again, Hit Boy's on the run this year. Lemon squeeze. Come on, bro. How you hear that and not go off? Like, it remind me of like West Side should have sung that. I feel like Conway was dipping in his West Side bag on that one. But I love it, man. The video was just released. Method Man, he killed that verse. Probably one of my favorite verses of the year so far. It's just good to see, you know, our greats still get on these tracks with these new artists and, you know, let me show you why I am who they say I am. Like, so Meth killed it. Conway did his fucking job on that again. I can't take nothing away from Conway on that track, but Method Man, I know Conway had to be like excited when he got that verse back. Like, killed. Through the album, it's a lot of skits from DJ Shay speaking on Conway and Griselda. And if those don't know, DJ Shay was a Griselda DJ who recently passed away due to complications from COVID. So it was nice to hear him keeping his name alive, because I know that had to be tough, like doing this album with that on your conscience. And it felt like some of the songs were recorded, you know, it sounded like it was recorded yesterday. So when you hear him through the album, just know it's dedicated to him, and I thought that was pretty dope. On the song "Forever Dropping Tears," he is pretty much dedicated to Shay. See, I haven't seen Conway go into this bag before. Like, it's personal. It shows that he has like feelings, because rappers can come off sometimes as just like these bravado superhero kind of figures. So it's kind of good when, I don't know, you get glimpses that they're human. The song "Frontlines," which is probably one of my favorites as well, he touches on subjects as, police brutality and growing up in the hood, and, the mentality we have growing up there, and how the cops look at us as stereotypes, and we even look at ourselves as stereotypes in some ways. I thought that was really dope, man. Like, I really haven't heard Conway, I keep saying this, but I haven't heard him this personal. I never heard it. So this is like refreshing. This is dope. Again, it sounds like the verses, he just finished the album. You could tell he's touching on the stuff that, the shit that's been transpiring through the pandemic and quarantine and rallies and things of that nature. So it was just really dope to hear him on songs like that, talking about subjects like that. So, where did you find Lloyd Banks? Where did you find Lloyd Banks? That verse was so fucking dope. That song is so fucking dope. Havoc on the hook, Havoc on the beat. Was that recorded in Wyoming? Did that happen when that song was so dope, man. It was so good to hear Lloyd Banks on something. Like, this is what we want to hear from him. Like, I think he should do something with Havoc, like a whole EP, or just lock in with that, because that sound matches him perfectly. Don't go for no commercial shit. Don't do none of that. Just spit with heartbeats. Only thing I was thinking when I was hearing it was that, man, I wish Prodigy was alive. Prodigy, I think, would have sounded so perfect on that song. Like, it just reeked of Mobb Deep, obviously from Havoc, but it sounds like a Prodigy verse should have been on there. Like, it sounds that good. Yeah, so I like that one as well.
King to a god, nigga.
Let's get into the favorite songs. I usually want to do one, but this fucking album's so dope. Doe and Damani, Seen Everything But Jesus, Forever Dropping Tears, and Jesus Khrysis. Oh my gosh, man. It's so dope. I love hip hop like this. This is the shit. Like, this is what you want to hear. This is that, man, I hate to say boom bap type shit, but this is the shit that's just gritty. It's real. It's no facade shit. It's no like radio shit that these songs are here just because streaming is like where hip hop's supposed to be, where music is supposed to be. So I love that shit. Worst song, if I had to go with one, it's the Murder on the Beat joint. Anza. It was cool to hear Conway on something new, but it, compared to everything else on the album, and I don't even dislike the song, but compared to everything else on the album, it's the worst one. Favorite line, let me see. Said, I made a few millions, but I barely announced it. Rapping better than niggas, I can barely pronounce shit. Getting to this position is like scaling a mountain. Now look at me weighing money on a scale when I'm counting. Come on, man. I just love bars. That's just bars. like I love bravado shit, like I mentioned before. So when you just talking that shit, I love it. Honorable mention, he said, listen, we built this whole Griselda house with our own hands. We did it from nothing. I mean, West owned the land, but I did the construction. Like, come on, man. Like, that's a dope ass bar. Because with the run that Griselda's been on, it's just fucking amazing, man. It's just dope to see that hip hop get recognized. So, yeah, I'm a fan of it. I don't know what more I can say about the album. I think it's fucking dope. I think it's another one on the Griselda tree that's just classic. I'm calling it. I know it just dropped. I don't give a fuck. It's dope. It's no skippable on there. And for us to hear so many Conway and Griselda mixtapes and songs up until this point for the last 3 years, like heavy. Come on, man. Like, this is unprecedented. Like, we never seen nothing like this. This it's just fucking dope. Only thing I can say is like, man, just keep doing that shit. I'm looking forward to whatever. I know Benny has the album with Hit Boy coming out. I know WOSRT has another album coming out. Crazy, because Pray for Paris is still in rotation. So I'm just looking forward to whatever is next with the Griselda camp. What do you think? Did it live up to your expectations? Did you like it? Would you refer it to anyone? Let's talk in the comments. Like, subscribe. As always, it's another episode of Fuck This Review. I'm Tatum. I'm out. Well, did this make you want to go sell 48 trillion kilos?